to jump right into it, me and Mac, we had a conversation on our last episode. I kind of gave a little insight on the first half of our relationship in the league. And then I also talked a little bit about the second half of our relationship and of our career. Can you fill the listeners in on that a little bit more?
Well, I'll never forget our first day we met at the combine. You know, we was all in the same group, me, you, DeMarcus Van Dyke,
Prince.
It was Prince. Buster Screen was in there. Like it was a bunch of good dudes in there. But I just remember us, the scout from the Raiders, I'll never forget this, came down and yelled at us. And he was like, whoever runs the fastest, we picking with our first pick. And not knowing their first pick is in the third round, so you wasn't going to get it anyway. but I'm sitting there thinking to myself, well, ain't going to be me. y'all boys was rolling that day, boy. Y'all, I think 3 of y'all ran 4.2. You, Buster, DeMarcus, and I ran my casual 4.5 and was like, you know, let's hope I get in. But I just remember us chopping it up throughout the process and getting to know everybody and getting to know you, going back and forth from the weigh-ins to when we had to do the bench to when we had to do the workouts. Man, it was really cool to get to know you and get to know everybody. And then we get into our career, and then you out there, boom, on the scene, taking every punt back to the crib, not letting nobody tackle you, Pro Bowl, and I get my start and get me a few grabs. And then we start really getting into it the second year when we really start getting nasty and everybody, we bust on the scene, and Revis is already on the scene, but he didn't really want to let us get on the scene like we wanted to. But I mean, it's just been, you really pushed me, man. And early on, man, I felt like I've always, you know, had a ton of respect and admired you. Really from that day we met at Combine, you know, and we had those conversations. I always respected and admired the athlete, the how you prepare, the technique. And then I always want to tell you, like, you always switch up at the line. I'll be like, man, Pat, which one are you playing? You a step one time, you a soft shoe one time, you a hop out one time. I'm like, Pat, what are we doing? And then be strapping. I'll be like, man, I wish I could run 4.2 and do all this. I got to be straight tech, like buttoned up. But it really, you really set the bar for me and the barometer of where to chase. So I'm constantly like, I go play the game and then go, what Pat do today? All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. Get to work. That's dope. And I appreciated that, bro. I really did, man, because you need that. You need that. You know what I mean? And it can't just be anybody. It can't just be some slouch. It got to be somebody up there to chase, you know, to challenge you to. And man, I just remember when I used to go to Larry's game, his softball game, and we used to top it up. That's when things got better. That's when things got better for us. Because I think we both realized we just competitive as hell, and we want the same thing, and we just happen to be in different places.
Well, for both of you guys, question for both of you guys, talking about the early part of your relationship, what do you think actually fueled the back and forth? What is it? The media always asking, because you guys were such a high standard when it comes to the cornerback position. They was always trying to compare and contrast, or was it the division rivalry, you know, Cardinals, Seahawks? Was it the potential money that was on the table? You know what I mean? Because both of you guys was going in a direction where you was going to reset the cornerback market. But for both, what do you think actually fueled the back and forth?
I think all of the above. Right. I think all of the above. And like Sherm said, and I told you just when we talked about this, when we had our conversation, like you said, we pushed each other. And it was just the competitive edge that both of us had that, you know, we wanted to find a way to get the best out of each other. And like Sherm said, I appreciated that as well, because not only, you know, him playing the same position I'm playing, but I got to see him twice a year. You know what I mean? And like anytime we play Seattle, like you said, I'm trying to watch what Sherm's doing. Like I'm not even sitting down. I'm on the sideline, seeing what techniques he's using, seeing how I can be better with my eyes. Because, you know, I was a guy, I never really played with my eyes. I was always in the receiver space.
Right.
So I always wanted to find out, you know, how, like, what he's seeing, you know, how deep is his is how far is he's from the receiver, from the line of scrimmage, because you had a very good knack at that, especially, you know, that 7 yards off, reading route combinations and things like that. And those are things that, you know, I wanted to, you know, implement into my game as well. But all of the above, to be honest with you.
That's 100% true. Like it wasn't naturally like me and Revis beef is different. We had a real, that's legitimate. Not anything like fisticuffs or nothing. Right. Just like unnecessary banter, you know. Right. But me and Pat's was just two guys who from the same draft class that's constantly compared in the same division, you know, both on an all-decade team, both on the same trajectory, who believe, rightfully so, that they're the best player at the position. And it's like, what would you expect him to say? You know what I mean? Like, like, oh no, he's better than me. Like, you better not say that. That's gonna be the last day. And he was doing it so dynamically, you know, and he had like people always say this. They're like, man, you're not a man corner because you're not 4-2. I said, there's no true like man zone corner no more. There's nobody that plays straight man. There's nobody that plays straight zone. But there are different styles. Like I can't play how he plays because I'm not running 4-2. So I don't have the leeway to like, hey, I'm gonna try this out. Hey, and if they get me, I'm gonna catch it.
Sherm, a lot of people who don't know the game don't understand that. Right. Pat is a 1-on-1. He can do things that if you run 4-4-4-5, you can't do.
You can't do. You're not coming back from that.
No. So you got to be sound at the line of scrimmage. And that's one thing I always emphasize at Pat, even going back to high school, bro, your speed will always put you in positions to dominate. But when you get more technical and add that to what you already been blessed with, the sky's the limit.
Right. And now you're way more technical. You know, as we get older, you'll take it looks like it's bang, 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 bang. It's methodical.
No question.
But that was a big thing. And it was like Pat said, we got to see each other. So I got to sit there. We play Arizona. Like, what is he doing? Like, damn, he giving them boys hell. Like, he was just strapped. And it used to be like, man, it's like the rivalry and the competition within the game. And you're like, man, I got to go over there and perform, or, you know, this the game they watching. They're going to be like, this is why he nicer than you. Because when he showed up in your stadium, he outplayed your ass.
Yeah. Hey, that's how it was, too. Anytime we played, I was like, man, that motherfucker better not get no pick. I got to get one.
But look, I'll say this. The guys y'all put out at quarterback sometimes did not give you a chance to win.
I know. No question. It was some dog years.
It was some rough years. And they were still, the defense was good enough over there that they were still finding a way to win those games. And I was like, man, y'all winning with these. And Bruce still running the same plays in Tampa that he was running in Arizona, running them straight bombs, them concepts with 3 receivers getting that funky bunch. And you like can't press nobody. It's like, okay. But man, it was so fun and it brought out the best. And like I don't know, like I tell people about getting drafted in the 5th round. I don't know how it would have went without a rival, without somebody to like push you. You know what I mean? Like it's just like you sitting there and people tell you you're good, you're really good, and ain't nobody else really doing it. And you're like, all right, well, I must be the guy. Then I get comfortable, then I get full, and now I fall off quick.
No question.
But when you got somebody every year, you're like, damn, all right, like he ain't no slouch. You better not slouch because then he gonna make it very unanimous.
Yeah,
right.